Well, it's the Midsummer Classic and a traditional halfway point of the Castrol GTX Cup Series as we head the Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Pepsi 400. And we're back at the 2014 version of Daytona, so this is going to be an exciting race. We had an exciting race in the Daytona 500. And a new engine package for these Cup cars, for the new restrictor plate engine package for Daytona. So you hear a different sound out of these cars here for the 400 as you did in the 500. And the package, if all the package goes well here, we will use it at Talladega. So the track will be, so that package will be used for the Cup, for the plate races at Talladega and Daytona. So different sound effect package, to put it that way, which makes it look like a new engine package. Yeah. Anyway, with that said, the number 5, Ty Chevrolet, Ty Dent has his first pole of the season at 197 miles an hour. So we're going to see some tremendous speeds here at Daytona. Dylan Young will have the number outside lane number 2, Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Joshua Osborne, who almost pulled off the last race on the tour at Kentucky, has the inside row number 2, and alongside of him will be number 12, Johnny Gardner, the Ray Bestis Buick number 12. Then it's Liam Campbell, number 6, the Valvoline Ford, and alongside of him, Mason Jefferson, number 27, McDonald's Ford. Next one down, Dalton Day, car number 20, the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, who's been on a string of top 10 finishes as of late, and Chris Washer, the number 98, Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet. Michael Walton has the inside row number, next row down, I should say, in the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile, the winner at Kentucky, the last race on the tour, and Stephanie Gardner, 26, the Quaker State Buick. Then it's Joshua Collar, the number 43 STP Pontiac, the winner at Riverside, and Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. Here comes the command to fire them up here at Daytona.
Drivers, start your engines!
Man, get the party engines. So we got some racing here today at Daytona. Mayonnaise, Charles Jackson has a 2-time winner here today this season at Atlanta and Texas and Dover. He will be on the inside of the next row, and then alongside the Charlotte winner and Coca-Cola 600 winner at Charlotte, number 14 car of Andreas Allen, winner of Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. And then next row down is Ann Courier, the winner at Michigan, and she'll be alongside the 52 of Seth Cole, the winner at Sonoma. Well, you kind of got a little sample of what the engine sounds like here for the plate tracks here today. That's the new engine package we're going to be using in the plate tracks at Daytona and Talladega. Wait till you hear them when they turn them loose at 200 miles an hour. Pace car next on the pit road, green flag waves, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls. Look at the speeds climb out of turn number 2. Already 195 miles an hour out of turn number 2. Speed increasing, 204, 205. Here they come out, turn number, down the start finish line to come. Ty Dent has the number 1 spot here as he will lead the first lap here at Daytona. Second is Joshua Osborne. Third, Dylan Young. Dalton Day actually tries for third, and he's got it now with the help of Joshua Collard as he comes down through the first and second turns now. And here comes Osborne to the inside. Dalton Day is going to make a 3 wide on the backstretch. And the first lap for the leader, we mentioned 190.5 miles an hour for the leader. The first lap as Dalton Day takes the lead now. Car number 20, the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. And if anybody has a comment on the engine package I'm using at Daytona and Talladega, let me know. Second lap, 210.006 miles an hour. Remember just how fast they ran in the 500 the last time he was at Daytona. And here comes Charles Jackson following behind his buddy, Joshua Collard. And then you got Ann Courier behind number 3 in the Goodwrench Chevrolet. But look at Dalton Day on the outside of the lane here as he's got the number 1 spot still. And here comes Joshua Collard, car number 43. Charles Jackson in there, Ann Badson, Joshua Osborne in the 90s still helping Dalton Day. And here comes 71, Charles Jackson, and it's a split Collard up the middle. And now inside, and helping Jackson is number 24, Charles Sanford. As he takes the Jeff Gordon colors up to the number 2 position now, and now Charles Jackson has the number 1 spot, and he will lead the lap. And here comes Charles Sanford inside for the lead, and Dalton Day is now wasting no time. He's going to make a go at it again. Here they come off turn number 2. Eric Powers up there, he won the last plate race on the tour at Talladega in a sort of a botched up finish. And there was the guy who lost out on that deal in the 30, Trey Campbell. At least he won the race this season at Pocono. Eric Powers is up there, now Preston Plord, 17. Plord up to 4th. And Dalton Day trying for the lead again. And he's got it. Car number 20. On board, Preston Plord, number 17. Duncan, you saw him go by. Duncan at the 3rd. And William Duncan's going to make a 3 wide for the lead in turn number 1. And he's got it. William Duncan diving under his Hendrick teammate, Charles Sanford, in 24. Out of turn number 2 they come. Turn number 4 they come. Just an explosive start to this Pepsi 400. Now Dylan Poteet, car 31. He's not won the 400 in his career in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, but he has won the Daytona 500 twice. So the only thing left to win for him in the Cup Series, in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, is the Pepsi 400 at Daytona at least. Poteet the second, and here comes his buddy Seth Cole, going to shove him there. Actually, Seth Cole's going to make a 3 wide in 52. And he's going to have Kate Culp right behind him in the number 8 in the Snickers Buick. On board, Kate Culp in the number 8. And Culp stuck up the middle now as here comes Liam Campbell, Cameron Gadoo, and Jordan Newman, the defending champ of this Pepsi 400, driving that very same car, car 29. Joshua Collard's up there. Ryan Rollins, 94, Brendan Berg, who almost won the 500 this season. And now Liam Campbell makes a 3 wide. He'll take the lead. A lot of 3 wide racing here at Daytona. As we're halfway through the books there, 8 down, 8 to go. Make sure you make that 9 down and 7 to go. As now Jordan Newman shoves Cameron Gadoo up to the lead. Now here comes Newman But he thinks better of it now. And now Seth Cole's back up there with his buddy Joshua Collard behind him in the 43. Brandon Burke's up there, and look who's coming in that 1 car, Trent Dunham. Dunham who won this 400 back in season 5, driving the 24 car. Let's remember, Trent won the truck race here at Daytona this season. As he brings his Sega Motorsports #1 up to the top 10 now. Inside of his buddy Dylan Poteet. Now Liam Campbell on the outside. And Brendan Burke's going inside for the #2 position. He's got it. This is the part of the race now where you got to know when to hold them and you know when to fold them. And the chips are down right now, so we're about to have 5 laps to go when it comes to start to stand by. Here comes TD, Trent Dunham to the lead, #1. Dalton Day is going to make a go of it again in second position now. Trey Campbell, and look who's there in the 9, Jessica Shelton. She's won Daytona in her 2003 before. Shelton, remember, came into this race with a 1-point lead in the points chase on Dylan Young. And Young is way back in the pack right now. And now Shelton's going to look like she's going to fall back in behind the 20th Dalton Day, but Dalton now starts to fall. Now Dalton decides to go up in front of Trey Campbell in the 30, and it's now Shelton tries to go follow Trent Dunham in the 1. Ooh, that outside lane seems to be working to Trent's advantage. Oh, God, and if that would have been the finish to the race, I'd have lost it. Trent Dunham led the lap by just inches on Dalton Day. Four laps to go at Daytona. This is going to be one mad scramble. Charles Jackson up there, number 71. He's going to try to make it 3 wide. And he does. 71, Charles Jackson to the lead. And here comes number 7, Jasmine Acosta. 3 wide, about 10 rows deep at Daytona. What racing? We are seeing here Dalton Day to the lead. Second, or trying for a second, is Charles Jackson inside of his buddy Trent Dunham. Out of turn number 2. Jackson, right there behind Dalton Day. Here comes Jasmine Acosta trying for second. And here comes Charles Jackson. And here he comes. He's about to pour on the mayonnaise in the third turn now. Charles Jackson to the lead. Ty Dent behind at number 5. Andreas Allen gets into it. Keith Batson gets into it in the 28. Whoa! And Dalton Day continues to lead the race here. 2 laps to go. Dalton's been robbed of too many victories as of late. And he hopes that will not happen again, but I don't know. Here comes Andreas Allen. 14's got a shot on Keith Batson. And here comes Kyle Matthews. He's last in points. He wants to get a win. It'll be the white flag next time by. There's another guy who's been robbed of victories too many as of late. Keith Batson. In 28. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining at Daytona. Andreas Allen, number 14, leads the race. He's looking for a second win in the season. Andreas Allen deploys first. Keith Batson in second. Charles Jackson right there in third. And here comes Jackson on the inside. Keith Batson inside the turn, trying to make it 3 wide. Backstretch. And here goes Charles Jackson. He'll take the lead in the 71. Kyle Matthews, he stays right behind. Here they come out the 4th corner of the racetrack. Matthews on the inside. Jackson trying to get the inside lane, but Charles Jackson wins the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Charles Jackson just had enough mayonnaise to hold him off at Daytona. Unbelievable finish, his third of the season. And Kyle Matthews will come on second. Third will go to Mike Becker. We haven't talked about him at all today. Keith Batson will finish fourth. And fifth will be Andreas Allen. Just incredible finish here. Sound like freaking Kyle Petty here. But what a race here. Average speed 207.710. That's racing. Here. Charles Jackson wins the race. Kyle Matthews, Mike Becker, Keith Batson, Andreas Allen, the top 5. Dalton Day comes home 6th. Zed Weinstein, the 500 champ, comes home 7th. 8th, Michael Walton. 9th, Jasmine Acosta and Preston Plord will finish 10th. Ty Dent will finish in 11th. Trent Dunham 12th. Stephanie Gardner 13th. 14th will be Hayden Jefferson. Trey Campbell 15th. Chris Washer 16th. Seth Cole finished 17th. 18th, Joshua Collard. 19th, Jessica Shelton. And 20th will be Jordan Newman, the defending race champion. Just didn't have anything for them all here today, this season. There's the rest of the finishers here today at Daytona. On down to Eric Powers, who finishes last. Dylan Young, the championship leader, comes home 37th. So his shot to take the points lead does not pay off. But for this man, Charles Jackson, 71, takes the win at Daytona, his third win of the season. And I believe this will be his 5th overall in his career. And Jessica Shelton will have the lead in the points chase by 25 over Zed Weinstein. Dylan Young drops to 3rd. Mike Becker 4th, and Jordan Newman is in 5th. Joshua Collard up to 6th in the points. 7th position is Ryan Acosta, Charles Jackson 8th, Trey Campbell 9th, and Dalton Day up to the number 10 spot in the points chase. Michael Walton 11th, Dylan Poteet, Trent Dunham, Keith Batson 14th, Charles Sammer 15th. Then Andreas Allen, Joshua Osborne, Ty Dent, and Courier, and Stephanie Gardner, the top 20. And on down to Ryan Rollins in the last place points position right now. So, yeah. The next race on the tour will be at New Hampshire National Speedway to Sylvania 300. Don't miss it.